Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.
At it again. Me and King Genius Afi, man. We're back at breaking down this video from Lawrence D. Adams and Mr. Pimp God himself. I want to tap into what he just spoke about as far as like, you know, he was being sarcastic when he was saying, yeah, you know, they talking about, you know, I hate women and all that. And I just want to tap into that because I get that sometimes from people thinking that I hate women. And it's like, what makes you think I hate women? And the reason why I think they believe I hate women is because, for lack of a better term, I'm not afraid of women. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so forward. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not afraid of repercussions, but I don't know how that translates into me hating women. Well, I just figured it out because I'm so forward, because I'm so honest, it's as if I don't care about their feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I mean? Like I'm just so realistic with what I say. People be like, the reason why they say you must hate women is basically saying you must not care about their feelings because look how you're making them feel, look how you're making them react, and so on and so forth. But my thing is, you know, technically, I don't control nobody else's emotions or feelings. So how's that on me? So have you ever gotten that feed where, you know, you break down female nature maybe to other chicks, maybe not you trying to smash, but just chicks in general, and one chick or a couple chicks look at you like, oh, why do you hate women? You know, they hit you with the who hurt you? You know your mother's a woman. I mean, like, have you ever been hit with that?
Yeah, all the time, bro. It boils down to this. It boils down to one thing. If you don't put women on a pedestal, you hate women. Either you love them or you hate them.
You're right.
So if you don't put them on the pedestal, that means you don't like them. If you think you're better than women, then you're a misogynist. You know what I'm saying? It just whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, y'all think y'all better than men. So what are we talking here? You know, it's okay though. It's okay. It's bad and toxic when men come on here on the YouTube and break down female nature and give dudes strategies and tips. But it's okay when there's female groups who teach groups of women hundreds at a time how to finesse dude and how to get a ring out of nigga. That's cool. That's okay. That's not manipulation though. It's not the same thing because it's coming from them.
Exactly.
Sarcasm. In case
yeah. That's our language right there. When they talk about equality, they're not really talking about equality. They're really talking about being over men. I mean, that's not really what this episode is about or anything like that. But I just want people to understand, like, when they talk about equality, because equality really means like they're doing everything the same. I mean, there is no handicaps when it comes to, you know, physical examinations, as far as like when you come like firemen, armed forces and stuff like that. So they're not looking for that. You know what I mean? But again, I mean, I'm not blaming women. I look at the men, because it's really men who are the bosses of all this. You know what I mean? Men are really the leaders. So we're all based on solutions as a man. So what I would say is, as a man, get yourself right. Don't worry about what other people are doing, whatever the case may be. Learn the system that you're within. You know what I mean? Because you're always working within a system, unless you're a hermit living in the mountains. So learn the system you're in. Learn how to use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? And become the best version of yourself, man. I just want to tap into that as far as like, you know, people trying to say that you hate women because you know women. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Let's get back. I'll introduce you to yourself. That is that's a profound statement. The reason why I feel like it's a profound statement is because that's something that I try to teach the other dudes. Is like, first of all, off top, let me say, off top, you gotta know yourself. Once you know that, boom, we're gonna place that to the side. Now, once you know yourself and you understand people, I have to emphasize when I talk about this, I'm not just talking about understanding women. You understand, when you understand people in general, you just can hone your, you know what I'm saying, your skills onto women. But anyway, when it comes to introducing you to yourself, my thing, I think I said it before on the other drops, I be asking chicks like, yo, so, yo, what type of kid were you? What type of childhood did you have? Were you the, the class clown? Not the class clown. I'd be like, yo, were you the mean girl, or were you like the nerd? The reason I do that is because so I could tap into, you know what I mean, who they were as a child, because that's the beginning of your personality. And as Afi knows, when you from teaching little kids, I mean, you can pretty much see the way they were as children. They're not that much different when they are adults. Yes, they are different. They're not children. You're adult, but they're not that much different as far as personality, character wise. So I tap into that one to take them back into their childhood, to take their mind. They're not even seeing what's in front of them no more. To take their mind back to their childhood, and again, and also to start to get to know their real personality. Because when she first met me, when she first introduced herself to me, she introduced her ambassador. You know what I'm saying? So now when she tells me about her childhood, there may be something that she told me about her childhood that I could pick up on and unpack for her. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh, so this is why you selfish. She's like, what you mean? I ain't selfish. Oh, you selfish because And probably reason why you selfish because your dad did X, Y, Z. Remember that story you told me about blah, blah, blah? And she'd be like, wow, I didn't even realize that. So I say that to say as an example of how you can introduce a chick to herself, like basically unpacking a chick to her own self. I mean, and how many dudes out there really doing that to chicks? I mean, what you got on that? Introducing a chick to herself.
As far as introducing women to themselves, you just gotta have some type of discernment to understand who she is. You know, you gotta understand who she is and not understand who you want her to be.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. A lot of guys have problems with relationships and shit. It's because they have a mold and vision of who the woman is, and the woman's not acting like their vision of who she's supposed to be. And that comes back to them not accepting her for who she is.
Mm. And they gotta unpack her, and they gotta pack her themselves in order to know who she is. You know what I mean? But a lot of guys don't take the time off to even do that with a chick. All they see is titties and ass, and they moving forward. All right, let's continue.
I can hear him talking, but it's not clear to me. I don't know what it is because I can hear
got you.
But it's cool because once you say it, I can still pick up on it.
Yeah, he said the epitome of game, or the best. No, he said the best game of all is no game at all. The best game is honesty.
Right.
That's what he said. So you want me to unpack it first, or you want to take that?
Yeah, honesty is a key because it gives a woman an opportunity to choose. A lot of times you have problems with women is because you don't give them the opportunity to choose. They just find out shit that they don't like because you wasn't keeping it real. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't tell women exactly every single thing either, but I do, buzz them in and let them know what time it is. But, it's just the same thing. Like, if guys are dealing with multiple women, and I tell guys, like, if you're dealing with them, like, how do they say it? Like, oh, like, how do I tell girls? Or it's like, if you're dealing with multiple women, you don't have to give them the science and the details. Like, oh, I fucked this one last week, and this is my tooth. Like, you don't tell them all of that shit. Just, okay, I deal with multiple women and leave it as that. You don't have to, like, break it down to them so they can fully accept it. I mean, you can, but why would you do that?
Hey, yo, that's like how I be saying, like, there's a difference between, how can I say it? Like my pops always said, you could tell the truth, but you don't gotta tell the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm honest with chicks, meaning I don't make a statement that I know is false, that is not true. You know what I'm saying? I may make a statement that is true, but I may leave some parts out. You know what I mean? I don't
just lying by omission. Just lying by omission.
Yeah, you can say that, but I would even say lying because it's I understand what you mean by that. Don't get me wrong. I understand the term lie by omission, absolutely. But yeah, let's leave it at that. Learn to lie by omission, man. Like, my pops is the master of that. But that's another story. But like I said, man, women don't need to even know everything that you tell them. Just know the difference between, telling the truth and lying. Lying is, and that's nothing. Let me flip it on the other side. Where dudes be like, yo, this chick is lying to my face. I can't stand this chick. I can't believe she said that. But you don't understand, there's a difference between lying and saying something that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Lying is knowing that you're making a false statement. You know what I mean? Not telling the truth is, you could just be ignorant. You know what I mean? So just consider that before you start getting upset at a chick lying to your face or whatever. These chicks don't know as much as they portray to know and all that. My book, shout your books out real quick, man. We didn't even do that on the last episode. Shout your books out real quick, man.
Shit. I just shout them out like this. All I gotta do. See? All right there, guys. You don't need a link. You just need Afi Kingdom. You need to follow me on that, and then you get all of this. See? All in one place.
Nice. See that? See that? Nice, man.
Mm-hmm. So that's all you got to do.
Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.